G'day, I am Lex Dylan Riley, son of Peter, son of Terry, son of Patrick O'Reilly, and you're joining me on a little micro mission in the Bavarian woods. You beauty! It is 3 degrees and raining, which is not necessarily the most inviting weather, but I just need to get out. I need to connect, I need to feel, I need to turn my phone off, be away from that, lay down under a tarp in a hammock and just listen to the rain for a couple of hours. So it's a quick journey. I have packed light actually, no cooking, no food, just some water, real simple stuff. I'll share with you some little tips and tricks for how to be comfortable in the wet, cold environment like this. I'm just going out to have some quality time with myself. It's not always about going to far-flung, exotic locations. I've been coming to Bavaria for some business. Sometimes it's just about putting the backpack on and going out in your local woods. I do not have proper hiking boots on me. I just have these barefoot shoes which have some pros and cons. A con is that my feet is immediately wet, but I saw that coming. It's pretty obvious I'm going to get wet, and I packed some socks for tonight. I almost always in this kind of climate, any climate below 15 degrees actually, even I will always pack woolen socks for the night. I call them night socks, and it's just that anything that's wet will take heat away from you very rapidly, and I want to be comfortable. Part of just so important for me to not suffer out here, but to be comfortable. So then there needs to be a bit of discipline and a bit of foresight. So here is a little irrigation channel for the field, and it would be easy to give this too much trust. That's why I really prefer to travel slowly. Soon it will be dark, and coming across something like this in a rush, if I'm too attached to where I'm going, just makes a bit of a problem. Wow. Of course, I have fallen over a lot in the bush. It is a part of the journey, but I've also heard horror stories of people falling and shattering their leg or dislocating their shoulder. And for me, a lot of the risk management comes down to discipline, awareness, and also being able to fall properly. It's actually quite a skill. Look at these woods. So you can see the slope of the land there, and you can just see through the trees the clearing, and then the land slopes off again. I'm going to head straight up there to just get a bit of a better view. I have a hammock, so where I sleep is not too big a problem, other than I just need trees. And I want to have trees that might give me a bit of shelter from direct rainfall. I think that there was some wind forecast for tonight, so I need to be cautious as well to not be under any deadfall. Because we're in autumn, The only place I'm probably likely to get shelter from the rain is going to be under these trees, they're spruce. If I can find the spot that I can fix the hammock up and that will give me a nice view, that could be good, but I'll take what nature gives me. So I've just done a bit of a circle around where I want to set up camp. It's something I usually do because it sounds weird, but it's really important to me that I feel about where I'm staying. And I don't know how to explain it better, but I do believe that nature communicates in ways that we don't really know. So I'll do a little circle round and just see how the forest feels, and then I'll make a decision on where I stay. But down there feels good. Yeah, it's not light rain, but I feel pretty good, to be honest. Tighten it up even more. This tarp is a really good system. It's, of course it's good. It's bloody Australian. I'll share a link to the website, but it's very good. It's called the Basic Adventure Tarp. I didn't bring out any tent pegs. I didn't bring them on my travels at all, actually. I'll quickly cut up some pegs with this pine timber here, and I'll just use this fine French blade. But that's just enough. It should just be enough to get it in under the soil. The more the merrier. The more I do, if it gets windy, the less pressure there will be on an individual peg. But this is a really good time to just point out that it's raining, it's dark. Discipline with the knife is very important. Super easy to cut myself in these conditions. I've lost count, but I'm not out here to overthink it much. I'm actually out here to give my mind a good break, and also just to feel my body, listen to the rain, etc. So the forest floor here is nice and soft, which means these pegs go in really easily. It also means if I don't put them in properly, they'll come out in a bit of wind. Yeah, it's a good one. So that's the shelter and the hammock set up now. And because you're watching this on your phone, it'll look like it took 30 to 60 seconds, but that was a good bit of work. Now it's time to get the sleeping bag out, stuff like that, and to, yeah, get comfortable, lay down. That's the night. This is my rolled up pillow all the way from the Arctic, because I'm actually really over being uncomfortable, and it's just becoming such a high priority for me that I bring a legitimate pillow in the bush. I'm about comfort. You beauty. So camp is set, the sleeping bag, the sleeping mat. I use the sleeping mat because it gives more stability to the hammock. I just don't think it's good for anyone's back to sleep in the shape like a banana. It also keeps warm from underneath now time for me to crawl in and get comfy and cozy. Yeah. There we go, high and dry. And all there is now to do is be, which is why I'm out here, you know. But I don't really freak out about animals. Maybe the most uncomfortable animal here is a slug, because they're just a bit slimy. And I don't even know what they do in the ecosystem, but I don't like it how they might crawl into my bag, but this is way easier than Australia, for example, where you have 20 centimeter millipedes or snakes or spiders. But obviously a boar, the boar here is not something that I want to accidentally startle in the night or to trigger a fear response, an attack response in the animal. But that's also a benefit for being so high up now, because pigs can't jump from my understanding, so I'm quite safe. Maybe the worst thing would be if there was a loose dog or something. But so time to turn the light out and schlafen, go to sleep. See you tomorrow morning. Gute Nacht. It is morning now. Nothing too freaky happened last night. It is time to put on my wet pants and pack up and get ready to go. There we go. What took maybe 2+ hours to set up took about 30+ minutes to pack down. And I reckon I'm gonna go for a swim in the river. So, it is so beautiful here. What I am willing to confront, I heal. That was a cold 11 minutes. Thanks for joining me on the journey. I'll see you next time. God, nature is beautiful. Thanks God. Thanks God.